So we just were watching the debate here, and it just so happens that the first person out the gate just so happens to go over the amount of time that there was allotted. Like, everybody gets a certain amount of time in a debate. It's a presidential debate. You know, you're a candidate. You get a certain amount of time. If you go over that, I think, personally, the moderators should have air horns on the ready. So that if you go over, the buzzer doesn't work, you just go ahead and air horn them out the whole time. Everything they say, the air horn conquers. What do you say?
They'll be like, but Benghazi!
Yeah, just... Why is it that the news should just go ahead and be able to dictate how the presidential elections are going to go?
Well, let's not say the news. Let's say particular
The media,
channels, networks.
Well, whatever, sure. The media, the networks.
Which is basically...
But since when
Which rich man's company?
But what I want to know is, since when did they get off, like, disqualifying Rand Paul? Like, if they're going to say, like, oh, we only have room for, like, 6 people. Like, what do you mean you only have room for 6 people? Like, get the...
Well, think about it. If you let it go on the entire time with people up on the stage who you do not want on the stage, like, nobody likes them, and, like, but they still get to be there.
Right.
Like... There's a point you'd be like, all right, we want them out of here, but even at that point, somebody's making a call to limit the field, so...
Yeah, but that's the thing. It doesn't matter if there's 10 people running for president.
It doesn't matter!
It doesn't matter if they're running. What you need is a lot of people running. See, but we only ever have, like, X amount of fucking candidates. We need, like... Why do we have, like, 1,000 people fucking running in the beginning?
Why?
In the beginning.
Why?
In the beginning, yes.
Why wouldn't we? A nation of 320
because 1,000 people don't
like
fucking run. That's why.
You know, there's lots of babies and shit, so...
Yeah, but none of them are gonna run except for the guys that they already have. Come on now. Anybody else out there feel like maybe they're asking just a bit too many bullshit questions on these debates? It's like, hey, let's just debate for a half hour, but let's talk about which kind of brownies we want to fucking eat. Because that's basically what they're doing.
Chris Christie's like, I want double chocolate! Give me them now!
It's like, well, that's very good. Next question. Who likes cookies? It's like,
and they're all like, I do. Jumping up and down.
Exactly. And Trump is like, I do not approve of cookies. No, that would be Bernie. He'd be like, cookies? No, that's not, that happens. But, if you like your plan, you can keep it.
Yo, so, Hillary had her daughter out, whatever her fucking name is.
Kelsey Grammer?
Chelsea. Yeah, the one who married a hedge fund manager.
It was Chris Rock, by the way.
This is the progressive Hillary Clinton with the progressive family. And Chelsea came out.
Or was it Chris Tucker?
As Hillary's the puppet master. Or you would say somebody else is the puppet master on Hillary. But really, for this, it's Hillary. And she's got the puppeteer John. She's got that going on Chelsea.
David.
So Chelsea goes out and says that Bernie Sanders is trying to take away your insurance and take away your fucking...
Really?
Yeah. Because technically, if you go from a privatized system with insurance companies, and then you all of a sudden switch to government-provided health care,
right?
Of course you lose the coverage you had, but at the same time, you seamlessly gain government-provided care where you can go to the doctor or the hospital and not be concerned with the bill that you're going to get. Like, it prohibits people generally from going to see a doctor or going to the hospital and something bad happens.
Why is it?
It's going to cost me $20,000. Like,
no,
fuck
that's
that.
the
I
thing.
ain't going.
That's the thing. It's that's one of the things.
It's like, I got insurance and it cost me fucking $10,000.
Jumping ahead here, but anyway, that's one of the things I'm talking about.
Fuck your couch.
Why is it that you have to pay this much more for medical? Like, why can't it be like any other business? Like, I can't just go and, like, just
Right.
plant plants and just charge you like $10 billion a plant. Like, that's fucking retarded.
And
If you're gonna sell me aspirin for $50 a pill, fuck you. I'll rather die. Fuck you.
and that's why
Fuck your hospital.
we need single payer government provided health care through taxation. But it would cost way less.
They need to be fucking definitely told that they can't price gouge the shit out of anything.
No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing to
tell me
say.
that it
Oh,
costs-
guys,
you can't tell me that it costs $30,000.
they know it doesn't cost that much for
to
things.
fucking make an incision.
No, but they can get
And
away
give
with
me a
it,
little-
so they do it.
Yeah, that's what they have.
You have to make it illegal, but
They
making
are-
it illegal is taking away their ability to just operate a
Effectively,
business.
now they are all criminals. All doctors, they're all now criminals.
Well, that sounds like an
No,
exaggeration.
because they're all doing the same thing. It's the medical system.
But my
So
point.
is it the people's fault,
Listen.
or is it the system's fault?
Okay, tough question, Sean.
System.
That was very tough.
Yeah.
Obviously, the system is always the fucking
So,
issue.
Fuck the system.
Right, which is why I keep trying to say that single payer, government provided health care
That one.
is the best option.
Sure.
If we wanted to do anything else and we threw a middleman in between who gets the profit off of it, like, why would we go for that option? That's not a good option.
I
Like,
agree.
It's like this is health care, man. This isn't a game.
Right.
This isn't
No,
buying a
everybody
car.
should have the same thing, and you shouldn't have to pay fucking retarded,
So,
depending on your
and,
fucking
and listen to me.
insurance program, which
Bernie-
is total bullshit on top of that.
Bernie Sanders is the only candidate who wants single payer health care.
Right?
Hillary Clinton doesn't
Of
want
course
single
not.
payer health care.
Of course not. That's why she's
And
going to win.
and just as of today, I saw that former presidential candidate Howard Dean came out. And first of all, he's for Hillary. Like, what the fuck, Howard Dean? He used to be a progressive, like,
Oh!
yeah, he was grassroots, man. And then he yelled that shit, and he fucked it up.
He did.
He fucked it up on a bjall.
He did. And that's how he lost.
That's not fair. But it made for one great episode of fucking Chappelle's show.
It did.
Let me tell you.
That's exactly.
So, but he is like basically a lobbyist now for some private health insurance thing.
hmm
So,
Which is
so,
bullshit.
so he's not supporting single payer health care.
No, he's not.
He's supporting keeping it through insurance companies that are just
Mhm.
taking all this money.
And tell me,
It's like, oh, you're sick and poor? Like, oh, sorry, you gotta pay
what is the
up.
point in insurance? You always tell me I should get some insurance. Why should I get
Well,
insurance?
there is a point, because the
I
bill
understand
be
if I
even
have
more
to get
crazy.
insurance because of the law or something like that, but normally, like, what is the reason behind insurance? Like, if I give you money for in case shit happens, if shit doesn't happen after X amount of time, shouldn't I get at least a portion of my money back?
Yes, and no,
But I don't.
No, I'm kidding. But
A
what you-
portion,
what you
not
just
all of it,
said
because you're
came-
giving me the service. But if shit doesn't happen after, I give you all this money, you should give me some of it back.
And you know where that
Because
came
nothing
from,
happened.
right?
Right.
Do you know where that came from?
What came from?
What you were just saying now. If you don't have any accidents, you get your money back.
Yeah, I know where it came from. It's not me.
It's Dave, or not Dave, fucking Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm. I was just talking about Chris Rock earlier.
Congratulations!
That's what we're doing. That's what you're doing. Apparently, Planned Parenthood gave Hillary Clinton $20 million. What do you have to say about that, aside from WTF?
Well, I would need to know.
Why such an absurd amount of money?
No. Well, it's not that it's an absurd amount. It's just the fact that they give any amount. But that's, like when they said they endorsed Hillary Clinton, I didn't know it meant they were going to throw money at her. But I guess I shouldn't be so fucking oblivious to think that, like, that's how politics works.
Yeah.
You support the candidate you want to win. So,
But
$20 million, if it happens to involve money that comes from donations, then it's like, I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I think it is. But
well, it's the say, isn't it?
um,
If you're getting money from donations, you shouldn't be just giving this random thing over here $20 million for like your Planned
Yeah.
Parenthood. You're based off donations. What the?
Yeah,
What are you doing?
Nobody's donating to Planned Parenthood because they want to support what they're going to do in an election year.
Yeah, no,
They're
I mean...
supporting it for the services that Planned Parenthood
Right,
provides,
but
which are crucial in people's lives.
Sure. But they don't deserve to be given $20 million.
But fuck no, you don't take that money and put it behind a political candidate.
No.
Hell no. Unless it's like the Dalai Lama, like equivalent of presidents.
No, not even.
No, Dalai Lama actually I don't think he's a very good person.
Disqualified.
But that's a separate conversation.
Sure. Fine, now that we've established that's bullshit, how about college? That costs just as much as fucking medical bullshit, like we were just talking about.
You know what?
College?
Bernie's got a plan, and we'll keep it.
Aha! Using Obama's platform. Very good. But we need to educate. If you're gonna educate me, and that's quote unquote education, coming from me, Mr. Science Head, who claims that the Earth is a ball. Aside from that, education. Why does it cost so much? It's fucking retarded. If you really want all these people to progress and make money to stimulate the economy and all this shit, why the fuck are you charging them out of their wazoo for something that shouldn't cost anywhere near that? You should be giving it to them to near. I understand you have to charge them. That's fine.
You're talking about college, right?
Yeah, college.
You're not talking about a private high school or middle school.
No, I'm talking about straight up just regular college.
State colleges?
No, no. All right, well, look. If you have to go to Yale in order to get a good education, and my education coming from Montco isn't as good, that's fucked right there. They should be equal. There's no need to pay. There's no need to pay this motherfucker over here more than you pay this motherfucker over here. It's the same shit.
The pay should be equal, or what you learn there should be equal.
What you pay to learn there should be equal, and what you learn there should be equal. Everything should be equal. There shouldn't be that this school is way better and they teach you like more fly shit. Like, fuck that. In my opinion. I mean, what do you have to say about that?
I don't know if it's necessary that they teach more fly shit, but I suppose at a private university or college that has more funds coming into it due to wealthy families that support it.
So what? You should be teaching the same motherfucking shit that everybody else is teaching.
No. I'm not saying that they teach different things in the same classes.
So what makes you a better school?
The point is that they have more diverse programs, more expansive selection, perhaps.
Well, that would make you a better school,
so
for sure.
It makes you a more well-rounded student.
Sure.
That's what you get for money.
But still, the average student only takes X amount of classes. They don't take all the classes that are offered at the university. They only take the ones that they feel like they can pass. They don't even give a fuck anymore. Most of them. Look, just go to McDonald's. Watch how many people you see there that are just like, they don't give a fuck.
There was a guy when I was...
It's just you guys don't give a fuck. But go ahead.
When I was a student advisor, academic advisor, there was a guy who went there who worked at the McDonald's down the street.
Right.
And he got his degree, and well, that was like 2009, I think.
Right.
And like he's still at the McDonald's.
Yeah.
He got a degree, and he's still at the McDonald's. Like, I guess maybe he's a manager of some sort. Maybe he's getting paid a decent wage and salary.
He's probably making just enough, just like most people. They're making just enough to just squeak by, which is exactly what they want you to do. They want you to make just enough so that you won't complain, but not enough so that you can ever trump their power.
No, we're not at a so you don't complain point. We're at national. Don't say no. Nationally, we are at a level where a lot of people, I don't know if I can come up with a percentage based on the total population. I want to say 40% of the country is super pissed off, maybe even up to 50, 60%. But I don't want to overestimate.
Sure.
But people are fucking not having it, but union membership is down. I think it's below 10%.
So what?
So what?
Yeah, so
Unions are the reason we got to the pretty good comparatively working conditions that we have to the rest of the world.
Okay. I'll take that, but my point is, if your company is a good, successful company and you make, like, I know you have your shareholders and all that crap, but let's say you make $1.4 billion in profits for the whole year. You really should be splitting that amongst all of your employees and then putting a certain percentage of that into the company as well. Yes, everybody would agree with this, but you're paying them according to the work that they did, which is perfectly fine. And yes, some companies do make more than others, and that will happen, so you can't always be fucking equal. It's just not going to happen. People will make more. Sorry, they'll be more successful. This is what happens. You can't stop that.
All right, so what you've just said is that there should be democratic control of the workplace.
Yeah, I guess, basically, yeah.
Well, maybe you didn't say it, but from what you said, it was in that direction.
Yeah, basically.
Because I totally agree with you. A guy I follow, his name is Richard Wolff. He's a professor, economist, more in the Marxist tradition, I guess.
Right.
And but he's more or less just big in worker co-ops and democratic control of the workplace. He has a book called Democracy in the Workplace. It's an all right book, but the concept itself is like a fantastic thing. That's why we all feel like with Mark, with just alienation, just being separated from our work, because we don't really have a stake in it. We get paid a meager wage. It's not enough.
Right, but that's the disgusting part about it.
We're not.
The difference between...
We're not starving.
Right.
We're fortunate enough to not be starving.
Of course.
But we're relatively privileged relative to many people.
Right,
so,
but
even this privilege itself is not enough to get by.
But what I just
Imagine
said is capable of helping way more people than, like, necessary. Like, if you have enough money to give everybody, like, a fucking 10G bonus because you made so much in your company, why not just hire a whole bunch more people to work for you and expand your shit? That way you create the more jobs, more people are getting paid, and they're getting paid fucking very decent wages, because you're paying them a portion of what the company makes, not just a portion of whatever the fuck you feel like $15 an hour. It shouldn't be anything like that, like $15 an hour. No, if I work for you, I did part of the work, I should get part of whatever the fuck you make off of it. Yes, I understand you have to take a certain amount for you, because you are the owner, founder, blah blah blah. Fine, your cut. Next. The company needs a cut because they need to operational business expenses and shit. That's fine. Now all the rest that's left over, even if it's only 50%, divvy that shit up amongst all your motherfucking employees. Call it a day.
Okay, now, from the owner's perspective, from the capitalist perspective,
right?
You might have a board of directors, investors, shareholders on the board and shit. So they have taken their money or borrowed money and taken the risk to start this company or continue funding a company.
Sure.
So it's not as though this company just exists and just existed off of credit from the first moment.
So that would be one of the
everybody's burden. So that person's got to get...
person would get a bigger cut.
I think it shouldn't be a person. I think it should be a government behind that. Because a government, at least when it's functioning, would have the people having an input. In a private company, you can't interfere, and you shouldn't be able to interfere in private companies.
Right.
That's why a private company should not be in that role, in these circumstances.
Right. Sounds good to me. Think we've beat that one to a dead camel.
Aujourd'hui.
So what do you have to say about executive orders that came up during the debate?
I'm pretty sure Obama has the most executive orders out of any president. I think I saw that or heard that. But I can understand why, or on some things I can understand why. If it's something like police state kind of
No, but
surveillance
if you,
state
sure,
thing.
But how can you even
obviously not a
first
fan of
off
that.
justify the executive order?
Well, I mean, what is, if not for executive orders, riddle me this.
Mm-hmm.
What is the purpose of a president? What, this prestigious, most powerful man in the world, as they
So
say.
you're basically telling me that you want Obama to have Hitler powers.
Okay, now that's a good distinction to draw. What did Hitler do?
He's trying to say, like, yo,
I don't mean what did Hitler
you.
do. Obviously.
So if I say executive order, blow me, like, that's what I get.
Yeah, but you can't just say anything.
Yeah, you could. Because you're the
it can be
supreme dictator.
challenged, and if
No,
90
you can't
percent
challenge
of people
executive orders.
if 90% of the country's people were vehement about disliking something they did and were furious that they would ever do that.
You think they're going to tell you about
something
executive order
absurd.
fuck your couch? No, they're not. They'll just slip that one by, and they'll tell you about executive order 1099 and 1101, but they won't tell you about the one in the middle. They'll leave that one out. Whoops, squeaked it by. No, but seriously, executive order. You're trumping Congress. You're trumping everything. You want Trump himself to get into office and then just go executive order wild? Should Obama sign an executive order right now that says that, like, you can't trump my executive orders? So you can't overturn my Obamacare? Because you know that there's a lot of people that want to overturn Obamacare, right? You don't like that, do you?
Yeah, they're fucking douche nozzles. But look, if they had a program to replace it, which one of the candidates tonight, I think it was Trump, who said that he wants to repeal and replace Obamacare. Mm-hmm. Which I like to hear that versus just when they're just all on repeal. But even I agree now, not with the previously uncovered people having insurance. It's the fact that there's the mandate where you have to fucking buy it or else you get charged. And just like thinking about that, it's like just to exist and to be alive in this country,
right?
I have to definitely, like, I can't even live in the woods. Like,
no.
I have to pay this shit or else I'm getting fined every fucking year. And it went up from last year or the year before when it was just a couple $100 at the most if you had no insurance. Right. I was without for, I think, 3 months. It was a small penalty. It was like $50, something like that. So it was whatever. But I wouldn't, now this year I think it's $800, $900.
Yeah.
And it's probably just going to keep going up.
It is.
It's absurd.
Because it has to do with the inflation rate.
In itself, that needs to go away.
But you have to deal with the monetary system.
They don't. Hold on. We can't just get rid of the individual mandate because then the system won't work as well and won't be as well funded. But we don't need to just fix it. We need to just fucking burn that shit to the ground. But in the meantime, we had already built this new structure that we're going to use, and we just move right into it. And we move in before we burn the old thing down. Let's get in. Right. Get everybody in, and then we'll burn it down.
Shut up. Either way, no matter what you do, you are born, in my opinion, you're made by God. God made you, so therefore you don't have to pay any of these fucking ridiculous taxes or things or insurances. Insurance is a scam to begin with because, I should get my money back if shit doesn't happen. Whatever you're insuring me against. But anyway.
You can't say that insurance is a scam because...
I can.
I'm sorry. Hold on. You can say that insurance companies overcharge you, but insurance as a concept doesn't have to be a scam. But if they charge less and only covered their expenses, but you can't just get a refund, man, because you got to pay all these people who are doing the fucking work, who are behind the insurance company.
Why you don't do that?
How do you not pay these people?
You don't have the company to begin with.
So we don't have insurance.
Yeah, no insurance. What is the need?
Right. Oh,
what is the need for this?
Need?
Fucking ridiculous ass shit.
Law.
No, seriously, why can't I just go to the fucking doctor? Why do I need fucking insurance? Why can't I just drive my fucking car? Why do I need insurance? Oh yeah, because people crash into you. Yeah, that fucking happens. Sorry, who's gonna pay for it? Fucking you are.
United
we don't need
States,
motherfucking
man.
insurance.
This is a capitalist nation.
No,
here.
why do we need insurance? Yeah, you crashed into me. You fucked my car up. I fucked your car up. What's the difference?
And,
why do you need
and my sister's now disabled because of your actions.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna fucking take care of her
And
for the rest of her life.
Nobody's
gonna agree to that. You must have insurance.
Even if I paid you $1 billion in fucking reparations,
man,
it's still not gonna bring your fucking dead sister back.
Listen to me.
Because she got killed in an accident.
Listen to me.
You're fucked.
Let's say you're
no amount of money's gonna win.
You're a good worker, but you get laid off. All right.
All right.
Now you want to get some unemployment.
Okay.
That's good, right? And there's a tax that you've been paying the whole time that's paying for this unemployment insurance.
Right. I get that.
You can't badmouth insurance. It costs a little bit, and it can give you substantial things.
It can do all these things.
Depending what it is, it might cost a lot, but it'll give a lot more.
Still.
So insurance is good. But insurance companies, for profit, even a non-profit can obviously have money going to certain things that are, but I think anything that's important to people's existence and comfort and just a good standard, decent standard of living should be within the government's purview at all times with regulations and oversight from other organizations, from non-governmental organizations and what have you.
It's not going to stop dudes
but
from
have it built in. You want to have the system, like we were talking about earlier. The system's got to be right.
Yes.
You can't get mad at the participants in the system.
Yes.
Even though you can get mad, but it's really the system. Like the law allows it. If whatever the law allows. Okay. So then you got to think about wait. Does that have implications for the Constitution? Like we got to be like, all right.
Allow me to just go ahead
rich.
And fucking.
You can't have $6 billion. Sorry.
Well, what if I get the king to pass a law that says that whatever slaughter I deem fit is fine? That's the law of the land. Now you have to obey it. So I deem you worthy of slaughter.
Oh.
Now you lose.
Come and get it.
But do you really lose? No. Just because they cut your head off doesn't mean that your opinion and what you said doesn't matter. Because even if you said it, somebody heard it, that's enough. So what are you going to do about those executive orders?
What are you going to do about them?
Yeah, what are you going to... Like, well, I could just make an executive order right now and be like, hey, executive order number 101576553. You're banned. You're not allowed to come to this household anymore. Anytime you open your mouth in this household, you get minus 50 DKP, and you have to commit. Not real. And you have to commit harakiri. You have to commit seppuku. You have to samurai yourself in the stomach with a sword. See, that's executive order. You have to do it now, because I fucking said so. Because you voted for me. I'm the commander in chief. I say all of these people, they get beheaded because I use a guillotine.
Now, if a president were to do that, people would be uproarious. They wouldn't go for that. So if the president is awoken in the morning, sir, there's riots in all major cities in this country.
Right.
Because of your decision and because of your executive order. Well, he's not. If he's going to be like, no, it stands. Like, no, he's going to have to bow down and fucking pull that shit out. He's going to have to nullify that shit.
Not if he's the Mahdi.
No, because if he oversteps his bounds, then everybody else is going to fucking get him out of there. They'll impeach him.
You understand, executive order number 11, go fuck yourself.
Rule of law exists.
Wait, this is executive order 911, go fuck yourself.
Well, that's great.
It's called I now rule everything and you have nothing to say.
That's not how it works.
No, that's how my executive orders work. That's how their executive orders work.
It does not work that way.
If they write whatever they fucking write in the executive order, it's just like, oh, Congress, you're ignored. Senate, you're ignored.
I'm not saying
everybody's
might not
ignored.
Be overreach or
I'm
seem
just
like overreach.
Hey, I'm signing this because I'm getting this shit done because I'm the fucking flyest president ever. So here we go. Executive order, go fuck yourself. I win. Yeah, that's called I win. I'm now ruler of everything. That's my executive order.
What the hell does that mean?
It says executive order, go fuck yourself, is I am now ruler of everything.
Is that really how it works?
That's really how it works.
Obama can do that?
Yeah,
or any president can
Any
just,
president can just
can
go ahead
say,
and
like...
sign executive orders all day long.
Yeah, executive order, whatever.
Yep.
Firstborn females, come to me.
Yeah, generally they're not doing that, but
like,
you get
no,
the point.
he can't do that.
They can. They've already put so many executive orders into place that you don't even know what half of them are. They already have the capability of taking everything from you in the event of an emergency. See, it's always under the guise of some shit that happens. But if you can create shit that happens, like the moon landings, which are fake, well, there you go. You just created it. It's all fake. You're like, nobody's actually in danger except for the people that you killed. I'm just saying. I'm not right. I'm just playing devil's advocate. How about that?
How about you quit trying to be the devil?
How about I'm the devil's
and you be
advocate
yourself?
even though I'm the creationist? How about that?
Well, it's just a fucking manner of speaking. It's not a
good call.
True position there.
Good call.
That was a pretty easy call, I gotta say.
Oh, hey. Kudos. That's plus 5 DKB for you.
5? Are you?
Yeah, you only get 5 for that.
You gonna insult me?
Yeah.
No, I don't want any DKP then.
Fine.
Take that shit back.
Fine, you get 0 DKP.
That's like throwing somebody fucking 3 nickels.
Yep.
And then when they look at you funny, question.
It's like buying them a cheeseburger when they're starving. That's all you're buying them, because you're not giving them anything else. Because you don't want them to go abuse that of power.
That sounds
and,
pretty
and
good,
buy
though.
some beer.
I'll take a cheeseburger. I'm starved.
Exactly. So
Like,
you only
thanks,
get $5. That's
I'm
enough
sorry
to
you
buy-
don't have 4 more of these.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I would give you more if you weren't such a
Cesarean section?
obvious failure. Why are you not getting yourself a job? Like, why are you still on the street? What are you doing? Like, let me just talk to you. I'm not hating on fucking homeless people. I'm just saying. Yeah, I know. They got shafted. Most of them. But that doesn't mean you just sit on your ass all day and do nothing. You get a fucking job, you get back in that shit, and you play the fucking game like the rest of us.
What if you have
We're all playing the fucking game here.
What if you have a substance abuse problem, like a severe problem?
Well, then
But you're out on the street homeless and you don't have a family.
Well, that is.
You don't have friends.
No, that is another topic.
You have a mental health issue.
Where did they talk about
Maybe you're
this?
schizophrenic or something. You end up on the street.
Yeah.
Time and time again.
Yeah. Where did they
It's
talk
not
about
people's
this
fault.
in the debate? They didn't.
The
They
amount
didn't
of
ever
people who are
address what they're
homeless
going to do.
because they want to be homeless,
No,
I think would
they
be
never
like
once,
less than 1%.
Not in this debate. They didn't address the homeless or the people who have a drug abuse problem. They didn't address that.
Very nice noticing that. That's good that you noticed that.
They got to address these things. These are the most important things.
I think it didn't even come up.
How you going
in
to
the
promote
Democratic
jobs when
debate.
half your people are on crack? You're going to get them people off crack. But you don't want your people doing crack if you're going to put them in the workforce. Like, crack is bad. I agree. Now, I disagree on marijuana because that is a plant, but that's neither here nor there. That's a plant. You can just go up to the plant, pick right off the freaking thing, just like cotton, whatever. You just pick that shit on. Nobody has a problem with cotton, but they have a problem with weed. Marijuana, oh no, oh dear, whoever it was.
Now, let's say weed is legal.
Right.
And a company can still have a policy that you can't smoke weed there.
That's fine. That's perfectly legit.
I say, fuck you. If I do it on the job, of course.
But coming
of
to
course.
coming to
but,
work.
But
on
what
it,
I do on the weekend,
right.
you're gonna go fuck yourself because you're fucking stepping on my freedom.
Okay.
Fuck what people say about the government stomping out their freedom or taking things away. Corporations rob you of
they do
everything, man. They give you some money,
what
obviously.
The fuck
Otherwise,
do you think the forefathers said? They said, "Go ahead, keep going." That's exactly what they said.
It's too late. You can't do that. It's called being rude.
Sorry. The forefathers did say that. They said, you know, if you let them get the central banks, then you're going to go ahead and wake up.
I'm not talking about bankers.
On the very continents your forefathers conquered, bankrupt. That's exactly what would happen to you. You would be bankrupt on the very continent that they conquered. One more topic.
What do you got? It's got
guns.
Oh, God.
So we're going to take away all the guns now. Right? We got to get gun control. gun control.
My neck.
So, we have gun control. So now, what are you gonna do, all you candidates who are talking about gun control, and all you moderators who are talking about gun control? You're all talking about gun control, you're controlling the guns, you gotta get the guns under control. Yes, I understand all this. You gotta get the freaking AKs and stuff like that under control. But, what are you gonna do about knives, swords, grenades, rocket launchers, potato launchers, forks?
Are you being serious right now?
Spoons?
Are you
all
being
these
serious?
can be pencils. They can all be used as a weapon.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I'm being serious. I can launch a pencil at you at fucking 400 miles an hour.
What's
fucking kill you.
What's the procedure that we go through that gets all the knives and the forks
I can use anything as a
off
weapon.
the streets and out of the homes?
I can use.
There's no method to do that. There's no. We don't have.
This salt shaker is a weapon.
We don't
if
have
I so choose to use it
capacity.
as a fucking, you're not going to be able to stop it. That's my point. You're not going to be able to stop. It's not cracked. Don't worry. It's plastic. It's indestructible.
I don't want.
Not even nature can fuck with plastic.
You're talking about you're gonna take away fucking guns, or you're gonna take away my fucking spoons.
Exactly. Yes, that's the thing.
Like no.
Yes.
The problem is not having things that can kill other people. The problem is having things that are just like from a distance. You can just be like, bah, 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 bah.
And I can do that with motherfucking spoons.
No effort involved.
I can do that.
A little finger motion, and you're killing people.
Yeah,
it's too easy.
It's called military tactics, and that's what you do. You develop a better spoon launcher. No, you develop a better spoon launcher. Look, you develop a better spoon launcher, and you can throw spoons faster than anybody else. So if you can do that, then you can kill
Spoon launchers are not a
enemy
big problem
combatants
that I've heard
using
of.
spoons as projectiles.
My spoon
That
is
wouldn't
too
be the most.
big.
Yeah, your spoon is too big. That wouldn't be the most logical thing to do, but you could do it. I could turn anything into a weapon. I could hit you over the head with a fucking plate. You gonna ban plates now because they kill people? If you ban all the guns, which is never gonna happen, so anybody who's worried about anybody taking all your guns, not really gonna happen. I can make anything a weapon, so go ahead, take the guns away. I'll make my own fucking, like, spoon launcher, like I just said. If I really want a gun, I'll figure it out. I'll figure a way to trump your ass.
It's a man, right?
Just like Donald.
That was a man dressed as a woman.
Well, it might have been.
Well, what looks like a man dressed like a woman.
They don't know that.
It's not politically correct. If that, in fact, was a person who looks like a man, has a penis, but identifies as a woman,
Sure.
then, yeah.
But they don't have any idea what you're talking about.
What's this they? You can't... You just
The
went
people.
you just went through the fourth wall, dog.
No, there is no fourth wall.
No,
It's
you just went
Hollywood.
through the fourth wall. You
There's
can't
no
talk to
fourth
them.
wall.
You can't talk to them.
I can talk to them all I want. Hi, people. Look, see, there is no fourth wall.
No, you gotta say hi, guy, hi, lady. There's only one of them.
No, I say people.
There's only gonna be one person
Well, at one
ever
time.
that hears this thing.
Yeah, at a time.
Dude, I guarantee you, there won't be 3 people who get this far.
You might be right in that. Actually.
And I don't blame them.
It's okay. It's okay. They're forgiven. They are the true troopers. They're the ones who are here for the truth.
One might call them
The whole
super
truth.
troopers.
Yes, they are super troopers. Because I'm Donald Trump.
It's gonna be huge.
Who are the top 2 who are going to go into the final, who are both the, you got to know who's going to be the nominee for each
Well, how about instead of telling
party.
you the nominee is gonna be, I'll give you my top 2.
top 2 people in the race.
For the Republican side,
Sure.
I'm thinking Rubio's got a shot.
All right.
And even though he's not polling well, he was the presumptive favorite when things got underway. That would be Mr. Bush, the Jebster, the Jebediah Jebinator.
And
What do you mean, and? There ain't no and then.
who is the Democrat?
No and then.
So you pick Rubio and
Right, Rubio and Bush. Jeb
And Bush. Okay. And then who are your Democratic? Obviously.
We're gonna start off with
Bernie Sanders.
the biggest scumbag I've ever known.
Bernie Sanders. Just kidding.
Who has a reputation
Uh-oh.
that precedes her.
Oh, it's Hillary.
No, it's Bernie. No, I just play it. Yeah, Hillary, and then my boy, next president of the United States.
Of America, Bernie Sanders.
Bernie, Hezekiah Sanders.
And that is a real estimate using real inflation adjusted dollars. Just so you know. They think I'm boring, but I'm not.
Yo, what's that video called? Everybody needs to see
Anyway,
that.
just so you know, it's Funny or Die. Bernie Sanders is boring.
One of the greatest things you'll ever see if you know of Bernie Sanders or think a parody of him would be funny.
Yeah.
It's grade A material. Anyway.
Either way, Bernie Sanders.
What do you got? What do you got for your lineup here?
Oh, my lineup?
So I had the Rubio and the Bush and the Sanders and the Clinton, obviously, on that side.
Right. Well, I would throw it up a little bit different, and I would go ahead and say that in my... Let's see, you started Republican, so I will.
Well, Democrat doesn't matter, because it's obvious what the Democrat one is.
Hey, shh. Don't even worry. Bush is on top, because it's a Bush. And according to my theories, the Bushes and the Clintons always win. No matter what.
Is it like Illuminati related?
Probably. Not necessarily, but maybe. Anyway, after Bush, I put Trump, because there is a chance that Trump, being his name is Trump, could actually trump them.
Is that a man?
And he could actually win, and yes, the person on the screen that you're telling me about could actually possibly be a man.
Yeah, respect.
Alright, word, yeah. Anyway, aside from that, my people on the Democratic side are going to go ahead and be Hillary first, and then Bernie. Just simply for the same reason that I just told you. That using real inflation-adjusted dollars, Hillary Clinton, Bush, they're the top two, okay? You got this? Everybody else is going to lose.
I'm Bernie Sanders, and
I have the personality of a library card.
80% of people agree with me 90% of the time.
Yeah, the top quintile of the fourth quintile equal to the top 17th of the third quintile.
I'm sorry. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, sorry. We don't do it nearly as good as this guy.
We ruined that 2-minute video.
Yeah, we did. We just ruined it. Anyway, that's all we got for you. If you don't like it, don't vote Bernie. Or Hillary.
No, you gotta vote Bernie, man. There's no other reasonable vote out there.